It's a little past 12:30 on Thursday night, and I just stopped at a 24-hour gas station on my way home from the library. I've stopped at this gas station before, and I've seen the cashier who rang me up tonight. He's frankly sort of dorky, middle-aged white guy. I noticed that the cashier had a medium-sized battery-powered radio behind the counter, and it was playing fairly loudly Whitney Houston's I Want to Dance with Somebody. As he disappeared behind the cash register, I was left essentially alone in the store. And at this point, I should pause to tell you that I've been having trouble sleeping. I mention this because I think it explains why I thought it was so funny when I started imagining that he was a huge Whitney Houston fan. And beyond just listening to it, he was actually really dancing to it, really getting into it. As I thought about this, and it grew funnier and funnier, not only did I see it in my mind's eye, but my body unconsciously began to mimic it. First, I moved my shoulders, and then I was moving my hands in the classic 80s white guy dance. And then I was moving my feet. You can't see that, but trust me, I was, and moving my hips. And now, my followers are wise and intelligent people, and they know where this story is going. That I looked up at a certain point, and the cashier was staring at me, watching me dance, with a look that combined pity and disgust. Pit-gust. And at that moment, I realized I was right. There had been a slightly dorky, middle-aged white guy dancing to Whitney Houston in the middle of this convenience store. But it wasn't him, it was me. And I also realized that I was wrong. It was not funny. It was not funny at all. Originally, that was going to be the end of the video, just a short little anecdote about me getting caught dancing at the counter of a convenience store. But as I was telling it just now, something occurred to me. Initially, I thought that it was a good thing I was alone, because otherwise that would have been very embarrassing. But what if I had been with someone that I cared about quite deeply, someone who also cared about me just as deeply? They probably would have found the dancing charming, and in fact probably would have joined in, seeing it as a small chance to be silly with someone that they cared about. And maybe, if there were two of us dancing, the cashier wouldn't have found it pit-gusting, but might have even found it charming. Maybe even lifting his spirits. Possibly he might have even joined in a little. My point is that an embarrassment suffered alone is not necessarily made worse with a companion. Or, in other words, tonight I truly did want to dance with somebody who loves me.